Hi guys, 11 here. Welcome to this new tutorial video. Today we shall create 3 brand slides with animation in After Effects. Let's begin by designing an animation for the jewelry brand. Then for the burger brand. And finally one for the perfume brand. So let's start the video. If you are new here, please subscribe to this channel. I have already set up a composition here. Now select a jewelry video, pre-compose it and add a linear wipe effect. Transition पे keyframe create करेंगे 100 to 0 का and set the angle to 180 degrees. और इसका भी एक keyframe create करेंगे. Press F9 and copy my graph. Copy these keyframe and right click, go to keyframe assistant and choose time reverse keyframe. Also add a keyframe for a 0-degree angle. Now text के लिए भी एक composition create करेंगे. So I will choose the Gotham font for a cinematic feel. Add the text comp to the main composition, then add a null object and parent the text layer. Now adjust the keyframes for position and follow my process. Add a shape layer to the text. Adjust the anchor point to the center by clicking the anchor tool twice while holding Ctrl. Change the track matte option to alpha matte. इस आइकन पे क्लिक करके विड्थ और हाइट को अनलिंक करेंगे. Press F9 and follow my process. प्लेस होल्डर कॉम्पोजिशन पे ओपेसिटी का कीफ्रेम ऐड करेंगे 100 to 25. Now adjust the graph and keyframe positions. टेक्स्ट एनिमेशन के लिए क्लिक ऑन एनिमेट, ऐड ट्रैकिंग and choose line anchor. Keep it at 50. Make keyframes and follow my process. Create another placeholder for media according to your resolution. एंड यहाँ पे भी सेम स्केल एनिमेशन करेंगे फ्रॉम 120 to 100. and duplicate the shape layer and adjust position keyframes. Apply alpha matte just like the first one. Add opacity keyframe from 100 to 0 and back to 100. Now add transform effect and make a keyframe on skew from 0 to -11. Create a separate composition for the second text. Choose the font and adjust the position. For animation, go to animate, add opacity, set it to 0, make keyframes from 0 to 100. And change the mode to words. Create a composition for the third text. Also add skew. Copy my values and add opacity and keep it 0. Now follow my process. Add these tags to the final composition and follow my process. Create a logo composition. Add it to the final comp. Create a stroke border around the logo. Remove the fill, set stroke value to 3 and change line cap to round cap. Add dashes and keyframe for offset to animate the layer. Parent the logo to the shape. Apply scale keyframe on the shape layer. And also add opacity keyframes. स्क्यू की फ्रेम्स को कॉपी करके शेप लेयर पे पेस्ट करेंगे। For the background, I will use the first media. Add keyframes for the position, scale and opacity, and unlink the scale. Set opacity from 0 to 15 and height from 0 to -50. Okay, now let's switch to brand select second. Create a text, adjust position and choose the font. Convert text to shape. Duplicate it 7 times because it has 7 letters. Rename the layers to avoid confusion. On each layer, keep only the relevant letter and delete the rest. Select all layers. Hold Ctrl and click anchor tool twice to center the anchor point. पोजीशन की फ्रेम ऐड करेंगे, उसके लिए पहले सेपरेट डायमेंशन करेंगे क्योंकि हमें सिर्फ वाई पोजीशन पे ही की फ्रेम क्रिएट करना है। Copy and paste on alternative layers B, R, E and S. Repeat the process in reverse for the opposite side. Add a rectangle on the B layer. Set track matte to alpha matte. Repeat this for the other letters. Sequence the layers with 10 frame gaps. Add images here. Mask them. Keep the anchor point in center. स्ट्रोक ऐड करने के लिए राइट क्लिक करके लेयर स्टाइल में जाके स्ट्रोक ऐड करेंगे। रिपीट द प्रोसेस फॉर ऑल इमेजेस। Copy these keyframe, go to keyframe assistant and choose time reverse keyframe and adjust the position. Repeat this process alternately for the remaining letters. You can also add a red stroke line to these letters. Add the video and add keyframe on scale and adjust the anchor point position. Add position and opacity keyframe from 100 to 0 and back to 100. For the background, you can use a solid color or a media. Add stroke lines to the media. Create another comb for text. Applying the same animation as the first brand slides. Create a comb again for the third text. Follow my process. It's almost the same animation as we did with the letters. Create another comb for the logo, or you can use the first one. Add some motion. It's a basic position animation. You can also add a shape layer and animate it accordingly. Now let's switch to brand slides 3. Create the text accordingly. अभी यहाँ पे पोजीशन, ओपेसिटी एंड स्केल के कीफ्रेम्स क्रिएट करेंगे और सेम टेक्स्ट एनिमेशन यहाँ भी क्रिएट करेंगे. And also add same tracking and line anchor and follow my process. Now adjust the scale and position and copy my graph. Drag these keyframes accordingly. Pre-comb the text layer, and for the background add the media and create opacity keyframe 0 to 15. Now create keyframes on position and scale also. Create composition for the placeholder and add the media. Drop the placeholder in final composition and add keyframe on position, scale and opacity. Also add stroke to it and follow my process. Again create a composition for second placeholder and do the same process but keep the placeholder in different position. Now add the same text compositions we used in the second slide. Just change the text according to the perfume brand. And also copy the logo and shape layers. And we will make some changes according to the second placeholder. And this is how you can create brand slides for different brands. I hope you understand. So that's it for today's video. I hope you like it. So please subscribe to this channel for more editing tutorials.
That my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me.